What up, y'all, and welcome to the Illinois State Fairgrounds here at the Springfield Mile for the fourth race of the 2023 NRSL Jerky Pro Truck Series. We got 50 laps of action around the fastest dirt mile this side of the United States. And I got my boy Vince Freeze up here in the booth. What's good, Vince?
Yeah, the old carousel of Fast and Furious, as I like to say. Springfield Dirt Mile. The racing is intense, especially with these truckers, right? The draft matters, and no lead is safe here at Springfield. We should be on for a good one. How about Peter Onjak carrying that California win on pole today?
Yes, indeed. And this is Peter's second career pole in the Jerky Pro Truck Series, his first of the season. And we saw Peter get his first career win 2 races ago at Auto Club. So he'll be looking to get the hometown dub here in the state of Illinois as he is starting on the pole. He's got Usman Hamid to his outside, Row 2's Pat Johnson and Gatlin Downey. Row 3, Brittany Turner and Sam Young, who had a lot of speed here last year. Row 4, Kate Anderson and Jessica Strauss, your points leader. And rounding out the top 10 is Ryan Brommer and Chris Harvey. Vince, go over that past winners list for me here as we go through the rest of the starting grid.
Definitely been a while since I've done one. Let's do it. 2017 in the 17. How was Zach Flickens in a Toyota? 2020 was like a couple years off. We got Jeremiah Dwayne. He was a rookie, or only rookie, in a Ford. 2021 Cole Hudson got it done in the Ram in a thrilling finish. And last year, the champ, the defending champ, not in this race, 2022, Audrey Baranowskis. I think we're going to get a surprise one, buddy. I'm going to say we're going to get a regular winner, though, no rookie. I think someone in the mid-pack will get there. Just don't know who. I think we're going to see. I don't think these front guys are safe. But we could see a wreck fest as well. We have seen races at Springfield that wrecks come out.
An interesting statistic you pointed out. Every manufacturer in Jerky Pro Truck Series history has won at this track once in 4 races. So today, one of those 4 manufacturers will sit on the top as a 2-time manufacturer winner here at the Springfield Dirt Mile in the Jerky Pro Truck Series. Gonna look over the point standings as the field does a pace lap. Jessica Strauss leads them into this weekend. 2 points over Jack James and Peter Onjak. Fourth in points is Enzo Nareza, 18 back alongside Sky Commons. Donovan Cage jumped all the way up to 6th with his win at Phoenix. He is 19 points back. Archibald Buttersworth, 23 back in 7th. Max Anderson in 8th, 28 back. Ron Bishop, 9th, 29 back. And rounding out the top 10, 3 races in, is Lucas Catano, 32 points back. So still anyone's game, anyone's chance here at this championship, Vince. A little bit of a package shakeup in the trucks as we saw in the Cup Series the past few weeks. So we'll have to see how that shakes out here over the rest of this season. But we got 50 laps of action here around the fastest dirt mile here in Illinois, and we are green.
Yeah, what a rocket launch there on Peter Onjak as they barrel into 1 and 2.
And you can look at the top of the screen, 120 miles an hour mid-corner, about $130 there on the exit, and they are going to be sliding and drifting off of turn 2, getting very close to the outside wall. You see the drivers tend to take a bit more of an easy line off of turn 4, bit more room there as Peter leads the first lap of the race. Do we get the infamous lap 2 caution? Seeing a couple drivers hit the inside wall. Oh, some movement there. And indeed, there it is. Ron Bishop, Benjamin Ice, Saden Davidson. Looks like Archibald Buttersworth might have got a piece of this too. Caution is out. Huge crash, it looks like maybe here on the second lap of the race. And Peter Onjak will be the leader back to the start-finish line.
You're slowing down here.
As always, we will not have to have any pit stops here on the dirt. Tire wear, very minimal. And man, they are hauling around here, Vince. I don't know what they do to the trucks and the cars when they come here, but they just are able to get so much grip through the corner. They might as well be running on train tracks around this place.
Yeah. Yeah, train track, like a super speedway race. Let's see what brought out that first caution here on lap 2.
Taking a look at the replay, they were 3 wide, which is usually how this lap 2 crash always begins, is a little bit of 3 wide and a little bit of contact to the inside wall. So you see it's going to start with Benjamin Ice into the inside wall, shoots up the track, doesn't have enough room, gets into Saden Davidson, and around they both go, right in front of Jim Ganton there in the 21. Hard into the outside wall goes Benjamin Ice. And Ron Bishop has nowhere to go, slams into the 93. Vicious hits for both of them. This 93 truck won 2 years ago here with Colt Hudson. Not going to have a chance to get up through the field today is Benjamin Ice. Great starting position for him from 11th. And for Saden Davidson in 10th, not what they wanted. I believe there was a bit more contact here. We'll go to the heli cam. Watch Archibald Buttersworth. I believe he's going to get into the 31. Wow, they were actually almost 4 wide right in front of him there. Hunter Braxton got really lucky. So did the 25 and the 98. There was a lot of contact there. And yet they were 4 wide, and that's why Buttersworth has nowhere to go, and he clips Saden Davidson in the 31. Oh, a little brief 5 wide there on corner exit. Oh, man, I'm surprised we didn't have a little more carnage here as Buttersworth hit the 31. We've got an onboard for this one. On board the 93 of Benjamin Ice. Here's what went wrong for him. Ice's day is most likely over. Getting ready to go back racing. We'll have 45 laps to go. Peter Onjak, your race leader. Retiring from the incident. As expected, all 4 drivers involved. Benjamin Ice, Saden Davidson, Archibald Buttersworth, and Ron Bishop. Pat Johnson is in 2nd, Brittany Turner 3rd, Kate Anderson 4th, Ryan Brommer 5th, Gatlin Downey 6th, Sam Young 7th, Jessica Strauss 8th, Usman Hamid 9th, and his teammate Dennis Moore rounds out the top 10. A couple notables, Max Anderson in 11th, Hunter Braxton 14th, Jack James 15th, Lucas Catano 18th, James Ellison 21st, and then Donovan Cage right there in the picture 23rd. Single file sometimes helps these trucks get some good green flag runs going. We'll see if that's the case here this afternoon. So we are back racing at the Springfield Mile.
Almost 4 wide at the start back there. As you can see, Peter slides up. Johnson will stick in line. Anderson for 3rd.
Yeah, they went immediate to 3-4 wide action there in turn 1. They do not want to be single file for long here.
Washing up a little bit. Pat trying to use a little side wrap, but tucks back in line as the top 2 start to run a little bit.
Just look at how much speed they carry through the corner. They really let it slide off as they get to the middle of 1 and 2, and then they get back in the gas once they see the exit. As I think the caution flag is out again.
Peter back to the line. He gets it.
Peter with a very wide arc there through the middle of 3 and 4. Let him get this nice run. And he just took the lead straight back from Pat Johnson. So 2 quick yellows here this afternoon. This one involving the 14 of Eric Monaco. And it looks like maybe the 8 of Gene Sanfer. So let's take a look at the replay and see what happened this time. A little bit of 4 wide gone wrong here with Corey Riggs, Gene Sanfer, and Eric Monaco. See the 8 kind of wiggle up into the 44, and then they go down the track. Riggs is able to shrug off the 8, and the 8 and the 14 go hard into the inside wall. Right at the rear of the field, this happened too, Vince. Pretty much racing for last. So you see Monaco do a slow slide around as Sanfer does a couple of spins. Caution lights on. Look at the Ferris wheel there in the background with the roller coaster. And then Sanford gathers it up, and she gets it pointed in the right direction. So we'll have to see what the pace is like for the 8 and the 14. Not sure if they got enough damage here to call it quits. They might be okay. And we'll get y'all to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing. 2 quick cautions through the first 10 laps. Have not allowed us to see more than 2 laps of green flag action. We'll see if we can go longer here now. The drivers can cool their heads off. We'll have 40 laps to go. Monaco and Sanford, neither of them pit for their damage, so we'll have to see what kind of pace those two have. Onjack is still the leader with Pat Johnson in second. Kate Anderson third. Sam Young up to fourth. Brittany Turner to fifth. Ryan Brommer sixth. Jessica Strauss seventh. Gatlin Downey eighth. Max Anderson is up to ninth, with Usman Hamid rounding out the top 10. Lucas Catano 16th, Jack James 18th, James Ellison 20th, Donovan Cage 22nd, Dylan Ibrahimian 23rd, Enzo Nareza 24th as we are back underway here at the Springfield Dirt Mile. Through those two-lap stints, Vince fastest lap belongs to Stephen Waters, a 26.001.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of the draft coming into play. We'll see what happens here. It looks like Anderson underneath for second as Penske looks to team up for third.
Here comes Sam Young. Remember, Young led a lot of laps here a year ago, but couldn't get the victory over 2-time champion Audra Baranowskis. Ooh, kind of pinching his teammate there almost into the wall was Young.
Second heating up. Peter's still trying to break away a little bit. You talked about that outside arch. We'll have to see as the tires wear a little bit. Not much, if that matters.
Yeah, they brought a different tire here this year, Vince, so I don't think we're going to really see any fall off. Maybe a 10th or 2. Nothing really that'll, I think, factor into anything. I think it's really going to be about the setup and the driver this year. But they're really running a wider arc, it looks like, through turn 4. And it's really letting the outside line get a huge run down the front straightaway.
It's a little bit different racing. As Young nearly into the wall, Anderson drops low.
So far, Peter Onjack has led every lap of this thing. And we see some new fastest laps at the top of the board as they get some rhythm moving. 25.717 by Max Anderson in the 88 as you see more drivers starting to set some flyers. And Anderson is currently running in 6th place.
I'm at Kate Anderson. I'm sorry. But now, right now, I would say it's just about understand the draft, understand where your truck fits best. Seems like the outside line is favoring some trucks versus others, and Peter Onjack just wants to stay in that clean air for sure.
Onjack looking like no real challenge yet to him. Sam Young with the crossover on Kate Anderson. Look at Ryan Brommer way up right against the dirt there. Bit of the rough patch. The cushion, they call it. The cushion that's up there. Big, nice, wide cushion. Sam Young with a clear hold of 2nd place now. Can he look ahead and challenge Peter Onjack for the race lead? So we take an onboard shot. Let's go onboard with Sam Young for a lap here around the Springfield Dirt Mile. To the inside of Peter Onjack he goes, but look at the little bit of a run Onjack is able to get there right off the corner. Ooh, look at the send mid-corner by Young.
A little arrow game, yep. Into the lead, yes, he got it.
Just by a nose is the 29. And it's an energy drink battle, Vince. Coca-Cola Energy versus Red Bull.
Yeah, We got some more coming in the mix, though. I think Max Anderson, as I mentioned earlier, seems to have a great truck through traffic. You might want to watch.
Yeah, he's currently up to 4th place. How about Reggie Fogelman up to 5th? Dennis Moore in 6th. Pat Johnson 3 wide on the bottom.
Full send off the wall, and he's going to make it work.
Oh, Downey and Brittany Turner caught the wall there off of turn 2. That's not something we've seen in years past. So drivers really pushing it this year, Vince. They're just grazing that turn 2 wall on exit. It didn't look like it really hurt Downey or Turner at all. Almost comparable to what we've seen at Daytona.
It's a different type of racing compared to the past. Just that wide arc into 4, as you mentioned, it seems to make the racing a little bit different as Peter Onjak has reinstated himself as the leader again.
3 wide here is Moore, Strauss, and Roberto Crown Jr. on the inside line. You really got to be careful about how close to the inside wall you get in turn 1. Roberto doing a great job staying off of it. Meanwhile, the battle is on for the race lead. Back and forth now go the 29 and the 83.
Anderson's pulling right up. Actually, both Andersons are pulling right up as Peter looks for the crossover into 1. Can he do it in dive bomb? He squeezes in. Yep, nice turn through the center. Does he get it off exit and pinches Sam? Nope, Sam almost into the dirt and the marbles as he gets loose.
Onjak back to the lead. Here comes Cade Anderson looking on Max Anderson. Trying to take back 3rd. It's Reggie Fogelman running behind in the middle of the groove of those two in 5th place. It's Anderson, Max Anderson, that is, still holding the best lap on the race. Now here comes Fogelman to the inside of the 77.
Definitely a little bit more staggered compared to years past. Top 10 separated by almost 1.6 seconds as Peter Onjak and Sam Young had this great battle at front.
On lap 25 now, we have gone green here for 14 laps.
Sam Young still looking on the inside there. Can he send it in a 3? No. Backs off a little bit on entry. Does he get on exit? No. Peter does a great job to use the cushion and rim ride. Sam Young gets a little bit more grip. Peter at the line. Will he tuck in and stay? He stays for now. Lap 26. Here we come.
25 laps down, 25 laps to go. Sam Young looking for the race lead again. This battle is amazing, but we want to just take the quick time here in the middle of the race to go through the field. So as Onjak and Sam Young, they are the only two who have led so far today, and they continue to exchange the race lead. Max Anderson closing up on them in 3rd, Fogelman 4th, Ryan Brommer in 5th over Cade Anderson in 6th. Pat Johnson 7th, Dennis Moore 8th, Jessica Strauss, your points leader, coming in is 9th with Gatlin Downey rounding out the top 10. How about Donovan Cage? Has moved his way up to 11th place from outside of the top 20, Vince. So far, Cage, the one moving forward. Could he go back-to-back here today? Roberto Crown Jr. in 12th. Kyler Anderson, Hunter Braxton, Brad Lewis, the top 15. James Ellison moving forward just a little bit. He's up to 16th. Stephen Waters in 17th. Jim Ganton. Zachary DeLello in the 92. Remember, this 92 won this race in 2020 with Jeremiah Dwayne behind the wheel. Enzo and the Reza rounds out the top 20 here. Usman Hamid has started to fall down the running order. He's down to 21st, as Dylan Ibrahimian on his inside has yet to get into the top 20. Sky Commons 23rd. Catano has fallen down to 24th. Dale Johnson 25th. Man, Brittany Turner has really fallen down the running order. She was top 5 to start the day. Now she is down here outside the top 25. Same for Jack James, who was running inside the top 15 earlier. He's down to 27th here with Skylar Taylor. Corey Riggs and Adam Flickinger, man, not the day for Adam Flickinger. Probably the most experienced driver running this poorly right now, as he'll take 29th away from Corey Riggs. Josh King 31st, David Dixon, Colin Crobley, Eric Monaco, despite the damage, is not running in last place. Winnie Calhoun not having a good day. She is 35th. Daniel Brown 36th. Chris Harvey 37th. And then Gene Sanford rounds out the drivers on track. Jack led it last time by, but now Sam Young takes the race lead.
They're just understanding their weaknesses versus strengths right now. Seeing which... Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, believe it or not, the 24. Who is that again?
Ryan Brommer.
Brommer's starting to assert himself. To get used to the names here, but I think this is one of those battles where whoever has the better truck on exit's going to win this race out between Peter and Sam. Cam Brommer and Anderson Max, that it is. Spoil the party.
Right now, looking at the front of the field, Vince, it's Ford, Toyota, Chevrolet. First Ram is Hunter Braxton, just outside the top 10. As Donovan Cage is moving forward some more, Vince now up to 8th place. Can the 6 do it? He looks pretty swifty.
He does, but the only thing is, can he get through traffic? It seems like Dirty Air is a little bit different compared to the past years where it was just more flat-out racing at Springfield. It's a little more spread out this year. You got to be more calculated with the moves, which is different, as they go for the lead again.
Reggie Fogelman now up to 4th over Max Anderson, as Ryan Brommer now sits in 3rd, watching Jack and Sam Young duke it out. We'll have 16 laps to go here. The laps really start to tick off once you get in a green flag run. Sam Young leads that lap. Peter Onjak right back on by to the race lead, looking to probably lead this lap.
I'm going to lag back here, try to build up a little bit of a run on entry, and then send the next lap on exit. I think you want to be laning lap 48, and then get past 49, then get it back on lap 50. That could be a formula. We'll see if that works.
15 laps to go. Top 10, you can see our single file. No real signs of any 3-wide racing right now. Donovan Cage now up to 7th, but he's got Dennis Moore back looking to his inside. It's Max Anderson looking to take 4th place back from Reggie Fogelman. Now Kate Anderson following the 88 into turn 1. Running a bit of a lower line. Anderson will clear Fogelman off of 2 as the leaders are side by side once again.
Yeah, they're just throwing haymakers left and right in terms of cross-threading, as I like to say, crossovers. The key is Peter Onjak has more experience with that run up top, but Sam Young blocks a little bit. There's a little block pass and allows him not to get under. Young should be able to have it off of 2.
And this is just the best racing we've seen at this track in a while. Usually we see it between, several drivers. Like this guy takes the lead, then driver B takes the lead, driver C, driver D, and so on. But today it has been the Peter Onjak and Sam Young show.
And sometimes it's just going to happen where 2 drivers just know each other well, and they pretty much know each other well. Here's once again Peter back underneath. Will Sam Young back off here as Anderson looks for 3rd, but these 2 are in a league of their own in terms of pace and understanding how to overtake. Oh, Anderson slides up though. Great push off.
Max Anderson looking to move back up into 3rd. Meanwhile, Donovan Cage is now looking for 6th place from Kate Anderson. Dennis Moore looking to maybe make it a 3-wide move. Ooh, a little bit of contact there, I think. Looking outside the top 10, James Ellison has moved up to 14th place. Sky Commons is up to 18th place.
Peter back out there in front, but then he loses to Sam Young. Probably just crossed him over.
See now Donovan Cage getting crossed over by Kate Anderson. As Max Anderson is doing the same to Ryan Brommer. 9 laps to go this time by. I don't know, Vince. I feel like you're flipping a coin here with these 2.
Yeah, heads or tails. At this point, I think you just have to see who who has the lead entering the white flag, because that's the move. Sam Young got a little bit almost into the wall. He's getting a little loose. Can Peter do anything or stays behind, tucks in? Nope, he'll go a little lower. That should be able to take a good run exit just to learn more his priority on turn 4.
Sam Young slides up a little bit there in the middle of 3 and 4. And that puts them about even with Peter's right front tire next to Sam Young's left rear. Through turns 1 and 2, Peter clears them straight up. Turn 1 and 2, man, I think that might be the point to make the pass, because it looks like in 3 and 4, turn 4 is a bit more of a defensive corner on the outside line this year than in years past. The run seems to be more sufficient to the outside this year.
Even with Sam Young and Peter Onjek battling, there's really no wake for third place because they keep battling. It's almost like a wake field where no one can really challenge from third. Anderson's got to get clear to have any chance. Cage is still stuck in traffic. I don't see it.
Donovan Cage not really going anywhere. James Ellison has started to move forward as well. How far can he climb? He's up to 12th. Cage got as far as 6th, and now he has been battling with Dennis Moore and Cade Anderson for the position. As there's a lot of drivers at the front of the point standings up here, Vince. You know, Jessica Strauss, the points leader. Donovan Cage, Peter Onjak. Max Anderson. The only one not up here is the 13 of Jack James, who is running in 28th place. It was 5 laps to go that time by Vince. Coming to 4 laps to go this time, man. What a green flag run these drivers have been able to give us here. And with now it being 4 laps to go, most likely going to have to either end this thing under green, or if a crash happens, it'll end under yellow.
What a move by Sam Young, though. You saw that move. He's starting to time it. I think now we're getting to the point of the race where let's break away enough. No one can catch us in third, and we're going to settle this between ourselves like men back in the Wild West. Because that's what Sam Young's doing, trying to learn that defensive line now as the tires were just a little bit. Peter needs to do a little crossover. He's going to stay tucked in. Lap 48. I said you don't want to be leading this lap. You want to be leading this lap and get past here. We'll see if that works.
Peter Onjak right up to the bumper of Sam Young's going to make the move here down into turn 3. It'll be 2 laps to go. Coming to the start-finish line this time by.
Peter's going to get the lead, but is that too early? Sam Young will... Ooh, you know what? Sam Young might have just been block passed right there by Peter. That's allowing third to catch up just a bit, but they slid up. It's still these two.
Here comes Max Anderson, but now he's got Ryan Brommer to his inside. Will they make it to the white? Here we go, white flag. White flag is out, Vince.
Yeah, I'll get 1, 2, get 3, and 4. Sam Young's going to try to look low. Peter washes up. Is this the run he needs? Here we go. Watch this finish.
Side by side, down the back straightaway. It's been the Peter Onjak and Sam Young show this entire race. Down into turn 3. Young will send it on the inside. Can Peter Onjak get the run on the outside line? Drag race to the start-finish line. I think Onjak got him.
Yeah, he backed up the 3 and 4 entry. They're just
7 1/1000ths of a second. Peter Onjak gets it. Wow, what a finish, Vince.
Yeah, I'm surprised it was just these two. No one else had anything. They were just in a league of their own. It actually stood true for the last 40 laps of that run.
That outside run, Peter just put it a little bit higher and carried just enough momentum. You saw it coming to 2 to go. Sam Young was on that outside line, and he was just that much short from holding the lead on the top. And then there, coming to the finish, Onjak had gotten just enough. I mean, probably not even an inch. Like a 16th of an inch.
He just throttled up. Peter just throttled up into 3 and 4, and boom. full center to the line and just squeezed out. I think we might get a shot of that maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, let's take a look at this thing. We'll do this rough.
Oh yeah, that's right there would have been perfect.
Like right about here, you could see the shadow. The shadow tells the tale here. And the speed difference, it's a 4-mile-an-hour difference, Vince. The run Peter got off the corner. We'll actually back this up to turn 3. We'll play this in slow motion.
All right, so Sam Young's going for that lower arc to try to get a little bit more clean air on the nose compared to Peter. He's running away from him, but right where we get to the center, watch this. He's going to start sliding up Young, and boom, that right rear just starts to wash out a bit. Peter uses all of that cushion up top, and you can see the run starting to build right there as they enter 4.
Yeah, right there. He was going about 8 miles an hour faster when Sam Young stopped sliding up. Now, Young was able to get back in the gas a little sooner because he had room, but he didn't use enough of the room that he should have. Right here, look. Sam Young, clear advantage. But then Peter starts hitting the RPMs right at the juice of the horsepower and the torque. And it gave him just enough that he just inched ahead right there at the start-finish line. I mean, what a finish. What a finish. That is hands down easily top 10 in the top 10 of the closest finishes ever between Jerky Pro and Digital Storm Cup. I mean, we literally got into single digits on the thousandths of a second. Max Anderson comes home 3rd. Ryan Brommer 4th. Reggie Fogelman 5th. Cade Anderson, Dennis Moore, Donovan Cage, Roberto Crown Jr., and Pat Johnson, the top 10. So James Ellison just shy of the top 10 here today. He gets 11th. We'll go over some notables. Jessica Strauss 13th. Sky Commons 15th. Enzo Nereza 18th. Hunter Braxton in 20th. Delon Ibrahimi, man, surprising. He struggled here this afternoon, 21st. Adam Flickinger, 24th. Lucas Catano, 25th. Jack James, 28th. All those great veteran drivers struggling this afternoon. And, of course, we saw Benjamin Ice crash out alongside Saden Davidson, Archibald Buttersworth, and Ron Bishop. So that's it for us here today. We've got a cup race tomorrow, 60 laps around the Springfield Dirt Mile. And we'll have to see what the cup drivers bring for us. So enjoy the rest of your day. Once again, Peter Onjak, your winner. And the first to 2 wins on the season in just 4 races is the 83. So what a move by Peter coming down here to the Jerky Pro Truck Series. And he might just be the early championship favorite here 4 races in. But once again, enough said. And we'll see you all tomorrow.